Still on the side there. Looks good. Right, oh, anyway. Oh, hi there, Celia. Thanks for coming on. Even on your holiday. That's nice of you. Thank you. I hope you're having a nice time. The weather's a bit horrid, but anyway. I see I'm on my side on my laptop. I'm not liking that at all. Don't know why, because it's on, it's fine here. It's absolutely fine here. Who's that? It's fine. I don't know why it goes on its side like that when I'm watching it. It's a bit annoying. I'm watching it sideways. I wonder if I can. Oh, no sound, no sound. Oh dear. Not hear me. The sound's up as far as I'm aware. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you can, let me know if you can hear me. Hi Jane, is that Jane that's just come in? Thanks for coming in. I'm on my side on my laptop and I'm not impressed with it being on its side, but I'm not sure why that is, because at the moment it's fine on my screen. But if I'll sort it before I post it. Anyway, thanks for coming in. I hope you're both well. Can you hear me now? You can. That's cool. So I'm just coming on to do a couple of wee cards, and then I will upload this to my YouTube channel as well, Handmade by Shirley. So if you're not already a subscriber, please have a look over on my channel and help to build my craft channel up. It's Handmade by Shirley, and you can find other videos plus this one on it if you're interested. Right, so I'll just start and see if anybody else pops in, and sorry that if you're seeing it on the side way, I just don't want to swap my phone around, and I'll need to sort this out. I definitely do. So I'm going to use this lovely new stamp set called Elegantly Said, Elegantly Said, and this lovely punch as well that goes with it. There's also some lovely papers that came along with it as well. These are the Simply Elegant Speciality Designer Series papers, and they have lots of lovely foiled papers with different double-sided, of course, not foiled on the back, but foiled on one side. So we've got all the lovely gorgeous foiling on this side. So it's absolutely divine. And I'm going to use the designer series paper, this particular one, because I love it and it's very art deco. I think I'm going to use, for the second card, I'm going to be using heat embossing. So we'll be using one of those nice verses for the when I make, which I'm just going to do in a minute. So I can't see the comments either. Let's see. Don't seem to be seeing it properly. Just bear with me while I sort out my just bear with me. I will be with you in a second. To start off, I don't know what's happening to this page, but it's going a bit heads up here. Not heads up, something else up. Let's see if I can get it to Anyway, no worries. I just want to get started. Right. So, oh, I've got 5 people watching now. I don't know who the other folk are, but if you're watching, please say hello. It would be nice to see you and hear from you. So we're using this, as I said, Elegantly Said and Simply Elegant Designer Series paper. I've also got a piece of gold mirror card. I've got my insert, and I've got another wee piece of the Designer Series papers just to go in there. And I've also got some lovely gold ribbon, which is not stamping up, but I had it in my stash. I've used the punch here to cut out a gold layer and then a white layer, which I'm going to stamp one of the sentiments onto. Okay, so I'll just give you the measurements quickly. So this card base measures 12.4 by 12.5 centimeters. If you're interested, I will put in my description on my YouTube channel. The inside insert part is 12 by 11.3 centimeters. This piece of DSP is 12 by 2.4 centimeters, which is going to go there. The gold mirror card is 11.9 or 12.3 by 11.9, and the Designer Series paper is 12.2 squared. Okay, so this is basically just a stick, cut and stick. So I'm going to put in, and you'll notice this piece of paper has got a scabby bit on it, but that was because I ripped it, so that's hence why I've got this little piece of paper to disguise and cover that. So I'm just going to rub out my workings, because I tend to put my card inserts in just I tape it either at the top or the bottom. I think it gives it a more professional look into my card. So that's the wrong way because I want to cover that. So how's everybody? Hope you're all doing well and enjoying something, enjoying this video. Actually, I'll take this off as well, because I don't want the recipient to particularly see that on the back, so you can just rub that off. So I'm just going to glue that in one side, like so. There we go. And then I'm just going to take this piece of the nice Designer Series paper and pop that in just to hide that bit as well at the side. There we go. You could use glue. I'm tending to use a tape runner here, but you could use your glue. And there we go, and that just covers that, and then you've got a nice insert. Right, I will start using the glue again. So I've got some Tombow here, and I'm just going to go around the edges in the middle. Around the edges, not too much on it, hopefully. No worries, Jane. So we need to just, put that on wrong. Just find our little border all the way around. We just want a tiny little border all the way around. We just want to lean on it for a second until it's adhered. Turn it over onto the back and give it a wee burnish. And that's our Murray card going on. I'm just trying to see if I can see myself. It's very annoying. I can't seem to see. Usually you see yourself doing the video, but I can't seem to see it here. I don't know. Weird. Weird. No worries. Right, so thanks for staying on, Celia. You're the only one on. I did put a wee notification out to say that I was coming on, but nobody's got that, so no worries. So I'm going to pop the next bit down with some more glue. So I'm just going to go along the edges like so, and yeah, the weather's pretty naff, but it's nice to be away, so you know, you've got that, haven't you? It's nice to be away. Right, so I'm just going to pop that over the top of that, like so. Oh, try and keep it straight, Shirley. Put it a bit straight. That's what's good about the glue. You've got this sort of wiggle room there. So we've got that on there, like so. And then just watch the glue going on that mirror card because it does mark it. And then this piece of ribbon, I want to kind of pop round this bit here, but I'm going to pop this on kind of like so. So I'm going to get a few of, don't actually have any dimensionals at the minute, so I'm just using some foam tape that I have. It's not stamping up, but it's going to do the job. So I want to pop a couple of these sticky bits on the back, like so. And then first of all, before I do that, hi Caroline, thanks for coming in. I know, I love the paper too. I'm going to use the stamp, and I'm going to pick a sentiment to put on it, and I think I'm going to put wishing you a wonderful birthday. Or will I put happy? No, actually I'll have happy anniversary up there. So here's all the lovely stamps that you get in it. So you get 11 stamps, and I love this swirl at the top. And you've got lots of nice greetings, a border, flower, and some other bits and pieces. It's very pretty. Very pretty indeed. So I just need to find my block. So I'll pop that onto a block. And I'm actually going to do some heat embossing with this. So I've got my gold gold powder, and what I need to do is I need to get my little anti-static mat and go over that, and then I need my Versamark, which is like sticky ink, which helps the embossing powder to stick to the ink. So I'm just going to pop that on there, like so. And then I'm also going to get there's another small sort of little stamp here, which I'm going to stick on as well at the sides here, so down at the bottom. And then I thought that's quite dry, that actually. Hope that's worked. So We'll soon find out if it's worked. So I'm going to put my heat tool on now, so you may want to turn your volume down a bit. You may not bother with that. Just put a little bit of the embossing powder over the top. And just that away, and I've got a little bit of something I do not want here, which is the top of this line. So I can just take a brush, get rid of that. So just have to be careful when you're doing that. Oh, kind of go over that as well by mistake. That was a mistake, but we'll just have to leave as is now. Pop your embossing powder back into your little tin. That's a really handy gadget to have for your embossing. And stick that away to the side just now, and then I'm just going to do some heat embossing. So I'm just going to pop it on and let it heat up for a minute. And then I'm going to hold my piece of paper or my stamped piece. I'm just going to hold it with scissors, and pop you down slightly so you cannot show through it. Come back, come back. You can just see it change, it starts to sparkle and bubble, and the one that is heat embossing. There we go. Let's bring it back up again. So that's that done. So I did do a bit of a mistake there, but never mind. And I want to pop that kind of over each other slightly with my gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this down. In the centre, like so. And then I'm going to pop this down as well in the centre. I'm going to pop it off slightly to the side, and I'm going to use foamed pads again because I want it to be quite high up. So I'm just going to pop them on that way and that way. And I'm just going to slightly, I want to tie it, so I'm just going to slightly do it that way. So, and then I'm going to get this gold ribbon, which should go under. Yes, it does just. But I want to go in between there. Oh, it's come out. Let's go under again. I want to go in between that, and I'm just going to cut this a bit more because I don't want a giant ribbon, but I want to have enough to be able to make a bow. So I'm just going to pull it slightly to the same length, and just going to put a wee knot in it first and then do my bow. So a bow is 2 loops, basically, just how you tie your shoelaces. Basically, you can do a bow where you make the bow first then stick it on. I do that quite a lot, but it's basically just like tying your shoelaces if you tie them, because a lot of people don't always tie them these days. Oh, says she. So loop, loop de loop over here. Come on. I usually have no problem tying bows, but to be having a bit of a problem today. There we go. That's it. So there we go. It's not quite how I want it to be. Let's just pull that back slightly. Pull it again, and then I'm just going to trim up with scissors that are not gluey scissors, because that was those other ones were gluey. Just cut it where you think it should be cut. A bit of a slant there, and then inside I could pop something as well. I could pop inside. Let's see if I can do inside with the heat tool. So I'm just going to go over here because I want to pop a greeting inside, and I'm going to use the gold again. So I'm going to decide, I had happy anniversary, so we could have true love stories last forever. That would be a nice one. So I'm going to pop that onto a block, bigger block. There we go, make sure that's straight. And then do the same thing, put the Versamark onto your stamp. As we said, that was a sticky glue, and that makes it all stick together. Find what you want, where you want this to go, and stamp it in like so. And then take this over to your little tray if you've got one. You can always use a wee box. You don't have to have this tray, but I've had this for a while. So there we go. And just get your brush again, and if there's any unwanted bits like this wee bit here, you can brush that away, and then this wee bit here, we don't want that. That's fine now. Put that over just now. Blue one just now. And then I'll get my heat tool again. So remember, it might be a bit loud. And then you can see it changing. Just fixes it in place so it doesn't move, and make it nice and embossed. So there you go, you can see. So as I've forgotten my gems, which I would have put on, I don't think I've got any in this box that would be suitable. We'll have a look though. Basically that's my card done. I don't think I've got any actually in this box that would be suitable. Unfortunately, I've not brought out my other gems, so I might just go for this one. Here's my pokey tool. This one might be fine. Just on here. And just pop it on. Pop it on there. Okay, so that's my first card using the stamp Elegantly Said and the designer series paper, which is called again Simply Elegant. Okay, so I hope you like that. I hope you give me a thumbs up. Oh, hi Nat, thanks for coming on. Nice to see you. Lovely. That's my first card. Also, you could actually do your envelope if you wanted your envelope to match your card. You could also stamp onto that and emboss it, which I could do just now using that absolutely gorgeous stamp here. This one, you could pop it here on the corner. So I'll just quickly do that. I'll just bring you back up again. Take this stamp off and pop this one on. So we'll do our last bit of heat embossing and then we can go on to the next one. So the envelope, I'm just going to do a little bit of heat embossing onto here, onto the flap. You could do it on the corners if you wanted as well. So we'll see if we've got time. Time is marching on and I don't want to go on for too long because I do realise this is sort of tea time for people. But let's just do this one. Let's just do the envelope, that, and then we can go on to the next card. So it's the same thing. You want to put your anti-static bag over the area that you're going to heat emboss. Then you get your sticky ink, which is Versamark. I need a bigger one because I've only got this little one now, but it still does the job. So make sure you've got full coverage. Go around it a few times if you're using this. Go around it, I suppose, a few times if you've got a bigger one as well. I'm just going to try and make that part, this part here, come to the very corner. So that will kind of take up most of the space. There we go. I might do a piece at this corner now that I've said. Which I'll just do. Oh, I need the anti-static mat, don't forget that, or it won't really work. Just do a bit there as well. And then we'll put it in the tray. And then we can pop our embossing powder onto it as well. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, nearly dropped it there. So we can do two bits at once. We can do that bit, and that's very lovely. And then we can do this bit here as well. And that's really nice. That's going to come out really nice. So just pop that over, and then remember I'm going to bring my heat tool on. Again. I'm just going to lift this up to this corner so you can see it changing as well. And that's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, so that's the corner of the envelope done. And then we'll do this bit, which is the flap in the back. I'm just always so amazed every time it embosses like this. I was amazed the first time I saw it, and I'm still amazed like the second time I see it. So, yeah, it's just an amazing thing. That's it all. There we go. So that's your lovely envelope as well now. And that's your card to go along with it. So yeah, really nice. I think I've kind of slightly burned it there, but no worries. So that's the first card. I hope you like that. And if it's nice inside as well. Super. So our next card, we're going to do more heat embossing. We're going to use an opaque colour, opaque white, for the embossing this time. And we're going to do it on a dark piece of card, so that when it heat embosses it, you'll see it come to life on the dark part of the card. So I'm now all covered in gold embossing powder, unfortunately. So we're continuing to use Elegantly Said stamp set, and we'll pop this over here just now. I'm going to get another piece, return my paper to a different bit of paper. Make sure this is nice and free of whatever I need it to be free of, which is usually the embossing powder. Okay, so we've got a base card again, white base card, which measures 12.5 squared. We've got our insert for inside, which is 12.1 squared. We've got our envelope, and we've got a piece of, I am not sure what this is. I can't think if it's rich raspberry or if it's Merry Merlot, so I'm not sure. But we're going to be embossing onto that dark colour. So what we're going to do first is we're going to stick in our inside. I'm going to stick our inside piece in. I'm going to get my bone folder. Just make sure that's going down a bit more, that's better. And so we're going to pop the insert in first. So as I said, I'm going to take that off. And take this off, because you don't want your recipient, not that they particularly be looking over onto the back, but they might be, so I'm just going to pop that in. And I'm going to use tape runner again, and I'm just going to put one side down, because that's what I tend to do. As I say, I think it looks much more professional done like that than tape down. It's whatever your preference is. I'm trying to think of a nice sentiment we could pop in from here. We could make this a birthday, so we could have wishing you a wonderful birthday, which one is it? This one here. So pop it onto your block, and we're going to just use what have I got here? None of these are very good. I'm just going to use black memento for this one inside. I'm just going to pop that into the middle, like so. There we go. I think that's a bit squint, unfortunately. Dee-doo. Never mind. And then I'm going to take this one, this lovely stamp, and I'm just going to pop that into the corner using my black memento, like so. Just get some onto it and just pop that into the corner, like so. I think that moves slightly, and then that just makes a nice insert. There we go. Now I need to use this one again, so I need to clean it off. Put these other ones back just now, because I'm not going to use these at the minute. Just like to keep things all going well. Let's just give this a quick wipe, because it's got black memento on it now, and we don't want any of that on it. The front of the card. So just trying to see people's comments, but it's really really hard to read them. Oh, hi Cindy, thanks for coming on, hope you're good. We're just on our second card using Elegantly Said today, and we used the Designer Series paper, Simply Elegant, in the first card. So as I say, I've got this nice dark piece of cardstock. I'm not sure if it's Merry Merlot or if it's Rich Razzleberry, because I'm not very sure. So anyway, we've got that. We've got our envelope, which actually we're going to add something to. So we're going to do some more heat embossing, but this time we're going to use white opaque onto this nice card, and we're going to use this lovely sort of what would you call it, design damask type gorgeous swirly design on it, and then heat emboss it. So I'm just going to go over the whole piece of the cardstock and make sure it's covered with anti-static so that we don't get bits of whatever, where we don't want them. So now I'm just going to take my Versamark ink, sticky ink, over the top of the lovely, lovely stamp, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp slightly off in that corner. Just hold it down for a few seconds to let it make contact. And then I'm going to do the same. You can probably see now better on the darker paper where I've stamped. If you're wanting to get better picture quality, especially on, maybe not on here, but especially on Facebook, if you go into your settings at Facebook, YouTube I should say, and you put them up to 720 or 1080p, you've got a really, really good picture. I discovered that quite recently, and it does make a difference. And I'm going to put another bit on the corner again. Here, I'm going to use this side. Turn it. And also on also on YouTube, you can autofill, like zoom autofill, and that's quite good as well. Just a few wee tips for seeing things better. Right, this one I'm going to do as well that way. And then in the middle, I'm going to do a huge big one in the middle. I really do appreciate people coming on to these lives. I really enjoy showing people lots of different ways to craft. So I really do appreciate it when people do come on and watch. So just do that one right in the centre. So there we go, and then it's time for us to emboss with our white embossing. So I'll bring it to this little tray again, and as I say, this is opaque embossing powder, so you just pop that over the top everywhere that you've stamped. Just let it sit for a few minutes, and then you can bring it up once you grab it, if you can grab it with your fingers. And then you can see how beautiful does that look, and it will be even nicer when it's heat embossed. There's a few wee stray bits here, so I'm just going to take them off because we don't want that. Just be very careful not to, if there's any other wee bits, you can just brush them off with a wee brush. Brush is so good to have by your side when you're doing this. Right, so pop that over there away from the heat gun, and then I'll bring the gun on again, and we will heat emboss it. So I'll just bring it up to the there's no need to waft your gun around, you just need to, if you watch it, and as it heat embosses, you just move it along, you don't need to wiggle your gun around. I've seen people doing that, but you don't actually need to do that. You can see it changing, and as it changes, you just move, watch don't burn your fingers, so you just need to move it along as it changes colour. You'll notice it will change from a dull white to a much more vibrant, brighter white as it fixes to the paper. And then this last piece. Making sure you've got all the bits. And that's us. So it really does make a lovely, lovely piece. So I now go back to my base piece, and I'm going to pop it onto the front like so. And that is just in itself gorgeous. You could even just put that in a frame. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to pop that onto my card base, and I now have more embossing powder. Unfortunately, you can't really get away from it when you're doing these types of projects. So I'm just going to put some Tombow glue onto the back there. Oh, just all the way round. I'll pop all the measurements on to my YouTube channel if you're interested in, oh, I'll put a wee bit down the middle actually, if you're interested in doing something the same. So if we just get our card, we'll just open it up and that might be easier. Into here, like so. Oh, I think I've got glue in there, that's not good surely. So just get your bone folder, give that a little bit of a press down, and then you can turn it onto the back and then press it at the back. You do find that there is a bit of warping sometimes, but you know it's fine, it will flatten eventually, and I've just got glue everywhere. Glue everywhere. A little bit scooching out here, which I don't want. So there we go. So yeah, it's still a bit not stuck. I don't think it's not stuck, it's a bit warped, but that's fine, just give it a wee curve like that. And then I've got one more bit I need to do, which is using the nice punch. I'm going to punch this out in this nice colour too. So the punches are great and they're really sturdy, they're really easy to use, and I do love a punch. The punches are brilliant. I do love, I've really got quite a good collection of punches now. I might have to Pop that there, not in the middle, because I've got a bit of a mark there now. Never mind. So, just want to pop my white back into here for a minute, and then we can start again. So I'm going to emboss this little piece as well. I'm going to use For You on this bit. So if I just find the right stamp. And the fonts are absolutely gorgeous on these as well. Just really luxurious looking. So get my little anti-static bag. There we go. And I'm going to just stamp that into the pad because it's small enough. Like so. And then turn it the right way. Oh, get it the right way, Shirley. And then pop that on. Take that off like so. Now I'm going to go back in and bring this little design out as well because I want to add that to give some more interest. Put that on there, put that on the top and on the bottom, like so. There we go. And then I can get my powder again. And I can lift that up if I can. Lift that up. And if you need your brush, there's a couple of wee bits. There's a bit here. There's a tiny bit up here. And there's definitely a bit there that I don't want. And just take that off. It doesn't seem to want to come off. There we go. And then put this back in just as you go along. There we go. And then get your heat tool again, get your scissors. Where's my scissors? Hiding somewhere. They are hiding. They must be around. Where's my scissors gone? Oh, I can't find them. That's weird. Oh, here they are. They are hiding. So I'm just going to hold this edge down with my scissors. Move that away and move this away. And start again. And that's us. So pop it on. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to cut another white piece out. That's an envelope. Don't cut that bit out. Should have another piece of white somewhere around here. Here we go. Here's another white bit. So I'm just going to use the punch to cut out a white one. And then I'm going to do a similar thing, like so, and pop that on. I'm just trying to see if it looks better in the middle. Maybe I could pop some diamonds or something on there. What do you think, guys? I think it looks better like that. So I'm going to pop on some more of these foam pads to the back. As you can see, it's covered in stuff. So just pop this up here. No, we don't want that on there. We want it on here. So you do realise that I just make these up. I don't have I've sorted all the paper and everything out, but I don't actually have an idea. I just make this up as I kind of go along, so hopefully it's okay for you. So I'm just kind of do this as if it's a kind of there's a bit of a shadow there, and so you can see. And then I think I'm going to put it on here. And I think I'll manage to put some gems or something in there. So I'm just going to stick it on with some glue. Come on, Tombo. Stick it on with a little bit of glue there and some here. That will do. Just pop it on there. Kind of get it in the centre. Wee marks that I don't want on this. There we go, and then I'm going to just add some more gems. As I said, I didn't have my normal gems out, but I think I can find a few in here. It might work. Some white ones. I think they might work with it. I'm going to get my tool here, so I'm going to pop one just there to cover that mark, and I'm going to pop one as well here because there's a mark here, so you can always hide things. Mark here as well, and there's a kind of mark up here, there's one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to put one just here because there is a mark there as well, and I'll put one more down. I'll do one here. And I've got one more thing to do, which is the envelope with the black memento ink again. When I find it, it has disappeared. Oh, here it is, and then we'll be done. And it's been quite a bit of a long video, but as I say, I cut out the base cards and things. I had a bit of an idea of what I was going to do, but I didn't actually know what the actual design was going to be. So yeah, I tend to just make it up as I do. So this one, I'm going to put it in the corner, this envelope, and in the corner at the other side, too. So there we go, and that's our project done. So just bring them back into shot. So that was my first card, and that was my second card with the envelopes done nicely. So I hope you've enjoyed it today, and as I say, I'll be uploading this video to my YouTube channel, which is Handmade by Shirley. I'd be really happy if you could support me this way and build up my craft channel by sharing the video, having a look at it. If you like it, subscribe, hit the bell button for all videos that come up, and leave me a comment, and share away. And thanks for all your support, and thanks for coming on today. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye for now.